What's up, man? Hope y'all having a blessed one. We back with another one right here. We got live ASAP Rocky shooting trial, CA versus Rakim Mares, day 3. And man, if you want to check out day 1 and 2, you can go over to my YouTube at Ayo Chicho. It's the same as my kick at the top, or you can search up CHEEREACTS. But let's get back into this one right here, man.
Can start if we can get the tech person. Alex, can you get Mark up here? Yes, sir.
Sorry, there's a red light on the side. Is it supposed to be green if it's
I'm not sure. Normally, the issue is just that it's not turned on, but I know it turned on because there was a box that popped up.
all right, we'll have Mark is the computer, the audio visual. We'll have him come up and take a look. But in the interim, can we get started?
Absolutely. So, we were talking about as the defendant was walking away from this parking lot, you said you looked over and you saw 12E putting a knife in his pocket, and then 12E walked after the defendant. Are you with me there?
Yes.
Okay, that's where I want to pick up today. You said at the end of your testimony yesterday, you talked about this being a white flag situation, and then you said that you were screaming out how Rocky had failed us. Do you recall that?
Yes.
What did you mean when you said that?
Like meaning,
What?
I was just like, said something about 12E, I said something about bills, I said something about just overall.
Can you say the words that you said to the best of your
I
relative?
don't really remember because
You don't remember
I
any of
don't
the
want to
words?
lie. I don't want to I just remember just 3 years ago. Like, if I look at my statement,
If you don't remember word for word,
I don't want to
okay, just
yeah.
give us the sum and substance of it.
When you said, I said something about 12E, do you remember at all what it was that you were talking about? I understand.
Probably in the contents of him like, like not have emotion no more, like, you know what I mean? Because the whole thing was that I think the complex con, I don't think they even seen Rocky or did anything, to be honest. Twelve was complaining about the dude, you know what I mean? Like 2 days prior when I seen him. So it was like, people wasn't happy.
When you say, did you say not having emotion?
Yeah, but that's not his fault. It's kind of like,
No, Mr. Ever, I'm just trying to understand.
Huh? This nigga life fucked up. He worried about the wrong shit, man.
I just didn't catch the word. I wasn't sure if you said motion or emotion. You said not having motion, correct?
yeah, so I'm telling him he's not what it seems to be. Like it's not, you're not, like Instagram is just fake. Like you're back, you work construction, you went on tour for 6 years. Like,
Okay.
I don't get it.
Were these some of the things that you were saying about 12E as
Yeah,
you were
because
walking
we're a
out?
brother, we're supposed to be
Okay,
lifting
hold
each
on, you
other
both
up.
can't talk at the same time. Ask the question again. Oh, okay, hold on, time. Mark, the monitor, the monitor over here, I can't get it to work. These are all on C. Okay, yeah, that looks good. Can you take a look, please? Yeah. So you can get it to work.
One question again?
What were the kinds of things you were saying about 12?
I was just saying like, towards Rocky,
Towards
Or
12.
towards 12.
Let's start with 12 first.
I was kind of talking towards like,
What happened?
you know, but after 12, but I was just like, he's not like where he's supposed to be. Bills is not where he's supposed to be. But that's not me saying that it was his problem. It was like, you got the foundation, you want to hold the rock. You know what I mean?
When you say not his problem, who are you talking about?
Rockies. But I said it because he's the one that's got all of us there for his shows, this and the third, not giving credit when credit's due. So it's like, you know what I mean? When you go down the line, like what I said yesterday, it's only Barry, Ferg, and Rocky who really successful. But when you really look at it, it's a lot of ASAP members. That's not his fault, but it's like you give credit where credit's due. So that's pretty much what I was saying.
Okay. The comments that you were making about Quality, were they negative comments about him?
I wouldn't say negative. I mean, yeah, like truthful, kind of, not truthful.
I mean, were you saying, have you said in the past that one of the things you said about 12 is that he went on tour with the defendant for 8 or 9 years, but he was still living in the projects?
I don't know if he personally was living in the projects, but I know he
did
went
you
back.
say
Yeah, I
that?
said that. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
And about ills, I mean, would you agree that that statement about 12 is not a positive statement?
No.
Oh, you would not agree?
I would agree. You're not positive yet.
Okay. And the statement that you were making about ills, do you remember the words that you said?
I just said he's a crackhead.
Okay.
Like he's not like nothing like.
Would you also agree that's not a positive comment to make about ills?
Yeah, I agree.
Would you, were you directing your comments at the defendant, or were you saying each of these things to 12 and to ills directly?
I was just saying in general, like everybody, we're right next to each other. Everybody can hear. You know what I mean? It was just trying to like still back me up, like yo, chill. You know.
Okay. I believe you said yesterday at the end that you were trying to verbally express how you feel. Is that is that what you're saying?
Yeah, because I felt like I'm never going to see Rocky again due to the circumstances, so I'm just going to let him know how I feel.
Can you explain that to the jury more? When you say, I know I'm never going to see Rocky again, what is that?
I mean, the circumstances, the situation that happened. Like, why would we ever see each other? You know what I mean? So I felt like I didn't want him to go back and then talk about it and everybody just laugh and think, oh, Rocky just pulled the gun on rail, shot at, well, before then, because he didn't shoot yet, but pulled the gun on rail and made this big scene, you know what I mean? So I'm like, bro, I know you for 15 years. I know everybody over there, just about 15 years, not Jamel, but it was, I know for like 15 years.
I believe you said yesterday that when you went into this, what you called linking up with him, it was to repair things with him, right?
Yeah.
After he pulled the gun on you, how were you feeling at that point?
He grabbed me first, so that everything, all bets is off the table. Like I'm thinking, what are we doing here? Like,
Nigga, you grabbed him.
How are you feeling now?
oh, wait, what you mean?
How are you feeling after having this, after he pulled this gun on you?
Oh, I was like mad. I was like, I can't believe this just happened. You know what I mean?
And was there anything else about the presence of Ills and 12 being there that contributed to you being mad?
No, like them being there, like just got me mad, even.
Yeah. Did that change anything, the fact that the two of them came
No,
in?
not at all.
All right. At that moment, immediately after the gun was first pointed at you, as the defendant is walking away, did you have any animosity towards Ills?
No, I never had a problem with it.
I believe you said that both you and Ills then walked down the street following after the defendant, but the two of you were walking together, correct?
I mean, it wasn't really following nobody. I'm just talking. We're all walking together. You know what I mean?
But you're headed in the same direction
Yeah,
that he's
down
headed.
Argyle. Yes.
And he's ahead of you, correct?
Yes.
All right. So as the defendant got to the street corner at the end of Argyle, where did he go?
I think he made a left on that street. He made a left.
Do you remember the name of the street?
No, I'm not proud of him.
Okay. And when he made a left, where did he go from there?
He kept going straight till he got about to the street, to the end of the street corner. Like where the stop sign is at.
Were you still behind him at that point?
Yeah.
Still walking in the same direction that he was walking?
Yeah.
Now, from what you've described, going down to the end of the street, making a left, and going all the way to the stop sign, at that point, you knew he had a gun, correct?
Yeah, I think he had a gun.
He had just shown it to you.
Yes.
And was it that entire walk, that entire time that you were expressing to him how you feel?
Yes.
In what you already described as an angry tone or an elevated tone?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Why would you follow behind someone that you know is armed with a gun and verbally tell them how you feel in the way that you did?
I told you.
These niggas say because I know him. Because I know him. Because I know him. What that mean, bruh? Why would you, like, that don't even make sense, bro.
Because I felt like I would never see him again. And I felt like since he put it away and on a busy street in Hollywood, like, he's definitely not going to shoot this shit. I mean, shoot it.
So you, at that moment, did not believe that he would shoot you? That
No.
Yeah. Did you believe at that moment that he would shoot you?
What do you mean? Can you say it again?
The way that I asked the question before was a double negative, so your answer's not clear. So I just want to ask it a different way. Did you believe at that moment that he would shoot you?
At what moment when I'm walking with him?
When he's first walking away and you're walking in the same direction he's walking?
No. Well, I don't know. To be honest, I wasn't thinking straight at that moment. I had a lot on my mind. I just wanted to get what was on my chest off.
Do you think you would have reacted differently in this situation had that been a stranger that first pulled the gun?
What do you mean?
Meaning, if a stranger pulled a gun on you, do you think you'd walk after them and essentially?
No, because I have no business. I mean, I got away from a life-threatening situation. But in that situation, I felt like maybe he put the gun away, and seeing Jamel with the knife, it furthered me wanting to say what was on my chest.
Okay.
But you was following them. They was trying to get away from you. I wouldn't send this man to jail, bro. He don't deserve to be in jail, bro. He tried to walk away from this guy, and this guy kept following him. Talking about something you want to get shit off his chest because you probably don't ever see him again. You're a grown-ass man. What are you talking about? Like, what the fuck? This nigga sound dumb as shit. Like, bro, you grown as shit. Fuck is you trying to say to me? Like, get away from me, bro. Like,
When you got to the area where the stop sign was that you described, you made the left turn, you walked to the stop sign. That's what you said, right?
Yes.
Who was the first person that got to where the stop sign was?
Rocky.
And then who was the next person?
Jamel.
And then after that?
It was basically me and it was kind
And when you got to the stop sign area with Ills, what was the next thing that happened?
I'm still talking, but then I see Rocky turn around. Can I explain what happened?
Yeah.
So I see Rocky turn around. When he turned around, he's like, kind of looked like a movie. The whole thing looked like a movie, like, you know.
cause you was following that man, bro. Like, what the fuck?
So he kind of like pointed down. He shot the first shot. When he shot the first shot, I felt my hand hot, so I grabbed Ills, used him as a shield. He's going around trying to shoot me between the Ills. 12B is off to the side. I'm not really worried about him. I'm just trying to like not get hit at this point.
You said, as you were saying that he had his, the gun out, you had your right arm extended about shoulder high. Is that-
Yeah, because he kind of like, when he turned around, kind of like his back was turned, like it was kind of like you turn around, the gun is there, and he kind of like jumped when he shot, and kind of shot down, like, you know what I'm saying?
The gun that he was holding, did it look like the same gun that he pulled on you at
Why it gotta be a thank God he shot it down? Like, bro, he walked away from you at first, though, bro. Like, that's crazy, bro. Like, I still can't get over the fact that this man walked away first, bro.
Parking lot?
Yeah.
And when you say he shot down, what do you mean by that?
Like, I mean, like it was kind of like this. It wasn't like I don't know, like, he pointing and doing, but it wasn't like aiming at you. It was kind of like that. So he, like I said, it was like a movie, kind of like boom, and then like just running around trying to like get me.
Okay, the motion he made with his arm, Your Honor.
Describe it.
Yeah, so he had his arm extended out, and then as he was saying shot down, he lifted his arm up to about head high, and then had his pointer finger sort of pointed forward but in a downward trajectory.
Hand was higher than this.
Well, I don't really remember, but from what like, it was more like it was fast. He turned around, and then it was like boom. You know what I'm saying? Like
Head.
not like.
Okay.
That nigga
Said
fucking.
that as he shot the gun the first time, you said your hand felt hot, correct?
Yeah.
Where on your hand felt hot?
My left hand.
Where?
Just right above my knuckles. Like my knuckles right here below my
Yeah, I
knuckles.
just have to, when you point this up, I have to describe it.
So my knuckle, my
What
hand,
he's
I still
pointing
got
to
the
on-
mark from that day.
What he's pointing to are the middle knuckles on his left hand. Kind of, he has his hand sort of curled and going across.
Yeah, right there. So it's right
Hold
here.
on, hold on. Both can't talk at the same time. So it's wait. Go ahead.
I think I was done. He motioned with his right hand across his left hand middle knuckles.
Ask another question.
You said that you then got behind Hills, correct?
I dashed to him. I got ran to him and then just grabbed him.
How did Hills react to this?
Oh, he was like petrified. He was screaming. After he literally said, "You could have got me killed." And I said, "What? You came with him?"
Wait, I want to stay right at that moment, though. I don't want to jump ahead. So right at that moment, you're saying
You try to use a nigga for a human shield? Nigga, you could have got him killed, nigga. What the fuck?
correct?
Petrified.
Physically, what did he do? Did he move at all?
He was petrified. I grabbed him and he's like screaming, "No, no, no." And I'm using him every which way.
When you say petrified, though, is he moving at all or is he standing still?
Yeah, he's trying to move. And then he dropped his body.
Okay. And were you intentionally trying to position Hills between you and the defendant?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anybody that would have been there, I would have did that, especially if we came with him.
And then, Welby or Jamel, what did he do?
I don't know because I'm too busy grabbing hills. I don't really see what 12 is. He's off to the side. I see him off to the side the whole time, but I don't really know what's going on. I don't even see them running off really. Like, I'm still dealing like with Ills literally telling me I could have got him killed while I'm just running off.
Right. Again, I don't want to jump ahead. I want to stay right at the moment when the shots are fired. Are you saying as the defendant fires the first shot, you then move around to Hills? You're not paying attention to 12, so you're not entirely sure what he did.
No, I'm not really sure what 12 was doing.
Okay. Then after the first gunshot, what did you see the defendant do? Physically, what did he do with his body?
Oh, he's running up and he shot again.
What does running up mean?
Like he's running and shooting. Like he's trying to like find. He's trying to look for a way to shoot because if I wasn't grabbing the Ills, I mean.
Did he physically come closer to you?
Yeah.
And
He got close.
you're saying
The whole time it was close, but he got really close.
you were saying that he was trying to move motion around Hills, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Is that yes?
Yes.
Okay. file that's labeled sequence surveillance video from People's 15. I have it right now on the video player at the bottom. It's paused at 31 seconds into this video file, and it stopped there. Mr. Efron, do you see the larger video in the background?
Yes.
It's mostly gray.
Yes.
Do you recognize that area that we're looking at there?
Other than that day,
All right, I'm talking specifically about that day. Can you orient yourself on what you're seeing from that part of the video?
I mean, to the far right, that's where the curve is at. That's where the curve is at, and the stop sign where like the incident happened.
Can you point to it with the pointer?
So pretty much we walked right here, and Rocky got to like right around.
Keep your voice up.
I said we got to like right here, and then as soon as like he got into the street around right here, that's when the shooting took place.
Okay, I would say he's pointing to the top left-hand corner in where the street area is that we can see. Okay.
Right, that is across from that orange wall barricade there, where that is.
That's accurate.
Sure. All right, I'm gonna play the video and then I'll go back and ask some more questions about it. All right, start starting to good watch. I'm gonna pause it at 55 seconds. Back. I'll ask you some questions. So let's start at the beginning, Mr. Efron. I know it's gonna be hard to see here, but from taking you back to that night, you see the person that we can see best at the top left-hand corner, kind of in the middle of that street.
Guys,
You see that person? Who was that?
but it's so tight.
Another individual.
It's crazy.
Okay, let me just finish the question because the court photographs take it right down. So that would be just above him and maybe just slightly to the left. There's another person there. You're saying that's Jamel?
Yeah, yes.
Okay. And then you and Ills at this moment, are the two of you at the street corner?
I don't know, it's kind of blurry. I can't really see that that's the high street or like people that can't really see.
That's right. Let me play it forward a little bit. If you could watch them. But with that, as your memory from that day, would that be the area that you recall being at?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to play it forward just a little. Did you see the movement of those two people that I was pointing to just a few seconds ago?
Can't
Go
see
back.
shit.
Sure.
Can't see nothing.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
Was one of those individuals you?
Yes.
And the other one was Ills?
Yes.
And what motion did you see yourself take on the video?
Like running towards it.
Okay. Would you have been farther to the left-hand side of the screen just slightly?
Yeah, I'm on the left. It was me on the right.
And, okay. Then we go back just a little. Starting again,
Very
35
nice.
seconds. The person that we see moving forward, is that still the defendant?
Yeah, so I'm kind of like running around Oaks at that point while Rocky's like, it's like a circle. Everything's happening like a circle.
I'm gonna go back and restart at about 35 seconds. Can you focus? This time I'm gonna ask you to focus on the person who said it's 12 and tell us where you see that person go. Okay? All right, and I'm pausing it at 42 seconds. Where did you see 12 go?
He ran across the wall.
Okay, I have paused here at 42 seconds. Would it be this person here?
Yeah. Yes.
And do you remember what this area was at all? I know,
No idea. No idea.
okay. But was there a wall here? Is that what this
Yeah,
white object?
yes.
All right. Did you make that motion right as the gunshot started happening?
Yes, he did.
I'm gonna play it forward. And I'm going to stop it at 50 seconds. If you need me to go back, I will, but did you see what you and Ills were doing at that part that I just played? That's short.
I'm gonna go back. I was looking at Jamel still.
No, that's fine. Start back at 47 seconds. Oh, hold on. Go back a little farther. Start at 42 seconds. Stop it at 51. Did you see what the two of you were doing?
Yeah, so after Ills dropped his body, I probably was just looking to see where he was before I just run off or continue back down like Hollywood where I was at before.
Okay. When you say Ills dropped his body, what do you mean by that?
Like he physically just dropped, like his weight.
Did you do anything to push him to the ground?
No, no,
Did you strike him?
no, of course not.
Did you throw any punches towards him?
No.
So, are you describing him essentially dropping his body to try to get away from you? Because you're trying to hold him?
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure.
Did you personally go to the ground as he dropped his body?
Yeah, he dropped. So I like kind of dropped with him. You can see me like almost dropped, but looking back to see kind of.
All right. And then fair to say at that point, that's when the defendant was running
Yeah, you
away?
can see Jamel like pushing him away at that point.
All right, I'm going to play another video file. All right, Your Honor, this video file is called Combined Surveillance Video.
Part 15?
Yes, on the same drive. And right now I have it paused at 46 seconds. Mr. Efron, would you agree this appears to be the same camera angle?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to play it forward. And I'll pause it in a second. I'm going to pause it at 54 seconds. Does this look like a zoomed in version of that in that area where you're describing this interaction happening?
No.
Okay. I'm going to play the video forward from here. I'll ask you some questions.
Hey, then you didn't brush your teeth? Huh? Alright. Set it on the table. I mean, set it right there right there where my door at.
I'm going to go back to ask you a few follow-up
I said, when y'all done, y'all set them right there where my door is so I can read it.
It's 15. Well, the video is called Combined Surveillance Video. So if you want to see, there's not the sequence. No, there's sequence, there's combined, and then there's the three files. So,
What?
yes.
This one's combined surveillance video.
Yes.
This is right there.
Okay, thank you. All right. Starting at about 50 seconds. Zooms in. Again, just so we're all on the same page of who we're talking about, where it's paused at 55 seconds here, this individual here in the sort of the middle of the street area, that's the defendant, correct?
Yes.
The person just to the left of him and slightly above him?
Jamel.
Okay. And then it's hard to see where you and Ills would be, but could you agree
Ills
with you?
right there.
Wait, don't, both can't talk at the same time.
That's okay. You'd be towards the left here, closer to the corner of the street, correct?
Correct.
I'm going to play it forward and I'm going to pause it at 1 minute and 2 seconds. Can you make out which person you are, Mr. Efron?
Right here in the picture.
Yeah, where it's paused here at 1 minute and 2
I know
seconds.
one with the white Air Forces. It's really hard to tell about the white Air Forces. Oh, okay. I can see it better on here than on the big screen for some reason. On here. Over here looks way better.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do whatever this is right here, but here you can see it more.
Can you actually see on your back, Mr. Efron, the design that was on the back of your sweatshirt?
Yes.
Okay. In that video, if you point to where the design is, if you can see it on the big screen. So it's say right in the middle of the top of the where the image is crossed out.
To be precise, it looks like a white circle on your mind.
Okay, and I'll play this video forward here. And we stop it at 1 minute and 14 seconds. At this point, have you and Ills separated from each other?
Yes.
And why did you let him go at that point?
Because I've probably seen Rocky running off already.
Okay. You described the first shot the motion the defendant made with his hand as he shot the first shot. Was the second shot any different from that?
I don't know at that point. I'm ducking.
You weren't really paying attention to it?
No, I just was really just trying to grab those.
Okay. 1 second. Do you recall? I'm going to show you Equals 7. Do you recognize that area at all?
Yeah,
And what is that area?
that's what happened.
Okay. Where the two shots were fired, correct?
Mm-hmm.
You say yes?
Yes.
When the shots were first fired, can you point for the jury to a spot that is near where you were on that street?
I was coming down here, and I probably got to around like right here, I believe, and Rocky was like right here,
Okay.
and then it got like around, then it got all around this area, kind of.
You know, Your Honor, actually, I think what would be easier, I'm going to have him just mark on the photograph itself. Just people 7. Let's do, for you, can you put an X where you would be when the first shot would happen? Okay, and then do a triangle for where the defendant was. Okay, thank you. Back up. Okay, a little better. The X you made is right here, correct?
Yes.
And fair to say that it was closer to the curb,
Yes.
and where you're describing was right by the corner, correct?
Yeah, correct.
And then the triangle that you made for the defendant is here more in the middle of the street on Vista Delmont, correct?
Yes.
Okay. As the defendant was shooting at you, was it your belief that the gun that you were using was a real gun or a fake gun?
Can you say that again?
Yeah, did you believe as the defendant was shooting at you that he was shooting a real gun or a fake gun?
Oh, it was a real gun?
And what led you to believe that it was a real gun?
I mean, I was hit. I was hit.
Was there anything else about it?
When you know the difference between, I mean, I don't know how would you, somebody shooting at you, I don't know how to answer that, kind of.
Okay. Sir.
And I wasn't, like, I was grazed, I wasn't hit, I didn't have a hole through my hand or nothing. It was just like, that's what it was, you know.
At the moment that he first started firing at you, what would you estimate would be the distance between the two of you? And if it's easier to point to something in the courtroom, you can do that.
From the first shooting,
Yes.
probably like where I'm at from you, probably, I guess. Or a little bit further, I don't know.
This is, you know where Mr. Guzman started?
Yeah.
Approximately 15 feet from you.
Okay. By the time he fired the second shot, what was the
Like a
distance?
little further, like a little, it was, yeah, around here, yeah.
Sorry, which shot were you talking about?
Little Speedy. Chicago? Oh, damn. You talking about fully chopped. I know.
The first one was like.
With Lil Speedy, the op.
15, I think around there, yeah. 3 years ago.
You said on the second shot that he moved a little closer to you. What would you estimate
Damn.
the distance that was?
Oh, he was right up on us. I'm saying us because it was me and him. I thought it was a bunch of shots because I'm just trying to like, you literally just duck underneath the hills, do whatever. Which way he was going, I'm putting the hills towards him.
They was outside that boy house at night,
At the time, I believe it was
flashing beams and shit through the window, bro. I would have been too
When
scared.
you reported this to the police, how many shots did you tell them that he fired at you?
I believe 3 or 4.
And did you tell that to multiple police officers?
I did.
Was there
I would have
anything
shitted on
that
myself.
happened after you reported this to police that caused you to change your opinion on how many shots he fired?
No.
So you still, as you sit here right now, is it your testimony that he fired either 3 or 4 shots at you?
I mean, I've seen the
Come get these goddamn guns, man. Niggas tripping.
video, so I understand there's 2 shots now.
That's what I mean. Okay, so as you sit here now, it's your belief you fired 2 shots at him, right?
Yeah.
But when you initially reported it, you reported it as 3 shots.
Yeah.
I remember back in 2017, I went back home to visit my family and shit. And I was staying with my sister. It was me and Reebok. I was staying at my sister's house. But it was Reebok was over there with me. He was staying with my sister, but I came to visit for like 30 days and shit. So my sister had a car outside her house, like a Nissan Altima, no Impala, Chevy Impala. But the junk, it wasn't working. So, bro, it was like at 10 at night, 10 to 11 at night. It was like four young niggas. They kept trying to break into the car. And then every time they come to the car, we'll come outside and scare them away. They'll run. But they kept coming and coming, bro. I know the last time I'm like, nah, y'all little niggas bold as fuck. Y'all niggas gonna really keep coming? I just kept trying, bro. I don't know what they wanted from out that goddamn car. Man, that shit was too funny, man. It was some young niggas too. Cause I kept, and me saying that story, I was acting like I had a gun and I ain't had shit.
Doesn't sound like that. We're in like a closed. It's real loud. You know what I'm saying?
You said that what changed your opinion was that you watched a video, correct?
Oh yeah, the preliminary hearing.
Okay.
It was the first time I seen the actual like.
Like, they was too scared. I ain't had none though.
The sound of the shots.
Your Honor, was the court judicial notice that the preliminary hearing was November 8th of 2023?
I don't have the transcript. Does anybody agree with that?
That's right, yes.
So between the date of this incident, November 6th, 2021, to November 8th, 2023, in those 2 years, you believe that it was 3 or 4 gunshots, correct?
Yes.
And then after you watched a video that had sound,
Nah, that was back in, that was 2017, bro. It wasn't even, young niggas won't even a thing.
after the preliminary hearing, you changed you understood then that it was 2 gunshots, correct?
Yeah. Yes. I mean, truthfully, I thought it was way more, but I'm going off of the video because mentally I feel like I shot it a lot of times.
Okay. If you can, just clarify for us, when you're referring to something, if it's based on your memory or from watching a video. Can you do that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Now I'm going to ask Mark my next thing.
17.
That nigga, he look like he stink.
Showing you what's marked as Evil 17. Do you recognize what you see there?
Yeah.
That nigga said he got grazed by a bullet in his hand. Nigga scraped his knuckles on the ground, bro. Niggas is crazy. Nigga, that's not even a bullet graze, my nigga. That's crazy, bro.
And what is that?
That's my left hand.
And do you know who took this picture?
Probably was off my phone.
This is a picture you took?
Yeah.
Okay. And do you know when you took this picture?
Probably the day after or the day. That day.
So you're thinking either November 6th or November 7th?
Or 8th. I don't know.
Okay, that's fair. Somewhere within a day or two of the actual shooting.
Yeah.
And the red marks that we see on your pointer finger, middle finger, and slightly on your ring finger there, what caused those injuries?
A graze, I believe. Because, like I said, I felt something hot. And if I was to pull
But nigga, a bullet did not graze your knuckle, bro. You what?
190, so if I'm falling on my weight, my whole knuckle would be damaged on my whole hand.
Ron, that's what the response to the question was. What's
Yeah,
caused?
that's a time response.
When you say graze, are you talking about graze from one of the bullets?
Yes.
Okay.
Hold on.
It's going to be legal. Same court.
What do you mean when you say graze?
Like, when he shot the first shot, I felt my hand hot because I felt like I got grazed.
By what?
A bullet.
Thank you. After the second shot, so after the shooting, where did you see the defendant go?
I just ran after it. I just grabbed it.
But where did you see the defendant go?
After the shooting or while he was shooting?
After the shooting.
Oh, I seen him leave. Like, he just took off.
Okay.
And he ran.
And did he run out of your view? So you lost sight of him?
Yes.
Where, after he took, was he the first one to leave?
I don't know.
Did you see at some point, sorry, I didn't mean to. Did you see at some point 12 meters?
It was 3 years ago. I really don't really remember that. I just remember what happened to me. Like all the small pieces, it's kind of hard to like remember unless I have something physically or I said something around that time to remind me.
Was there a moment after the shooting where it was only you and Hills who were left on that street together?
Probably for like a second. He was still getting up, or he was ready to run.
Okay. The ground. What was the next thing that happened?
I think they took off. Like 12 feet Rocky took off, and then I'm probably like scanning the area to make sure he's still not there or shooting at me. And then I took off back the same way that I came, and went down Hollywood back to the Lowe's.
When you say the same way you came, are you talking about the same streets that you walked?
Yeah.
Okay. So you would have been headed back towards the W Hotel in that area?
Yeah, correct.
And then did you walk all the way up Hollywood Boulevard?
Yes, I did.
And from Hollywood Boulevard, did you walk all the way back to the Lowe's?
Yeah, I did. Yes.
In the time after the defendant and 12E ran away, where it's just you and Ills, I know you say it's a second. Was there anything that happened between you and Ills at that time?
No, the only thing Ill said, and I put down everything on whatever it was, like, he said, you literally almost got me killed. And I looked at him and said, what? You came with him? That was the only thing that was said between me and Ill.
So there was a brief conversation?
Real brief.
Did you physically assault him?
No, never hit Ills. Never. And Ills actually has a broken jaw. Like, he cannot get hit in the face. He has like a wired jaw because Rocky's cousin broke his jaw.
Okay.
As a stricken, not responsive.
Just a testimony is true. Give a couple of What be the question, please?
Yeah, he got a special vendetta against this nigga. Nigga said his cousin broke his jaw. Like, he got a, like, why you can't just move on, bro? You mad cause bro rich? This nigga said, it's Rocky's fault that we like this. How you gonna blame another nigga on your downfall, bro? Like, how the fuck how you gonna tell another grown man he failed you? Like, what you mean he failed you? Like, that's not your daddy, bro. Like, I'm not your daddy, nigga.
Assault him. The question is, did you physically assault him?
Yeah, the call's for yes or no. Did you physically assault him?
No. Ills, no.
That night, November 6th, 20.
Man, he'd have punched Ills, man. He did, man. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy, bro.
21. Did you know of any physical sensitivities that Hills had?
Excuse me?
Yeah, did you know that Hills had suffered an injury before November 6, 2021?
Did I know that?
Hold on.
You can answer.
Did I know he had like a permanent broken jaw?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. We go back briefly to the surveillance video. Let's stay with this same file, Your Honor.
15 on 15?
Yeah, but the file label combines surveillance video. Briefly. I have the video paused at 2 minutes and 47 seconds. If you could watch it, I'll play it. We'll play a couple seconds and then I'll go back and ask you a question, okay?
Yes.
All right, I'm pausing it at 2:54. So let's go back to 2:47. I'll pause it here at 2:48. Do you see the individuals at the sort of towards the bottom right-hand corner of the screen there?
Yes, I do.
You see the person who's walking in front appears to be wearing a black sweatshirt, and the person behind has a red jacket on.
Yes.
Do you recognize who the person in the black sweatshirt is?
Yes, Rocky.
And who's the person in the red jacket?
Jamel.
say Jamel, that's the person you also refer to as Spoken, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
I ain't heard a nigga do that in a minute. Nigga said,
All right, last person I want to show you on this video. I have it paused at 3 minutes and 51 seconds. So there's only one person depicted in the video here, kind of in the middle of the screen.
Yes.
Do you recognize who that person is?
Yeah, that's Elijah.
And same person you've also been referring to as Hills?
Yes.
All right. Thank you. You mentioned that in your testimony just before that you have watched the surveillance video as part of this case, correct?
That's right.
At least some of it. Is that
Yes.
correct? Do you know when you first reviewed any surveillance video in this case?
I believe the DA called me to identify in a video if that was Rocky and like the first shooting. I think that was it.
Okay. Did you meet with police officers before you met with any deputy DAs associated with this case?
What do you mean?
Yeah, did you meet with police officers or police detectives before you talked to any prosecutors?
No.
The first person you talked to in this case was a prosecutor?
Oh, no, I talked to the police. I believe. Yeah, the police.
All right. When was the first time that you talked to the police? You don't have to give us a date, but you can say it was.
When I obtained a lawyer and walked into Los Angeles Police Department.
How close in time was that to the shooting?
Well, I hit up a lawyer the same night, but it was late, so he advised me I forgot what it was he advised me of at that time, but then I ended up going back and getting the actual bullets myself.
Okay, hold on.
And taking pictures of the camera.
How many, I guess my question is, are you talking about you went to the police within minutes, hours, days, weeks, months? Can you give us just a time period?
No, so I had to wait for the lawyer, and then I sent them everything that I like, the text messages, everything.
You're not answering my question.
Oh.
Give us just a time period. Don't tell me what you did. Just say it was within hours, minutes, days, months. How soon after this
Did I go to the police station?
Yes.
The next day.
Okay. Did this incident happened late at night on November 6th, correct?
I'll have to see.
Well, it was dark out.
Yeah, I know it was late, but I don't, like I said, it was 3 years ago. I don't remember the dates, and I don't remember streets at this point. I just remember what happened.
That's fair. But when you say the next day, is it possible that instead of being on the 7th, it was on the 8th that you went to the police department?
Yeah, so pretty much I was just waiting for the lawyer to respond back. So I had my business partner.
Stay. It's not responsible.
Okay.
You get grounds for when you make it's not responsible. Could we have the defense say grounds and senator's objection when they just
What's responsible?
I was asking the future. Like I said, can you say no? You just said objection.
Just objection. I thought it was pretty obvious that it was not.
Can we just ask in the future that if you decide has to object, just say objection and the legal basis. Thank you.
Okay. So the first time you reported this to the police, you say was within a day, either November 7th or November 8th of the shooting, correct?
Yeah, so pretty much I just wanted to wait for my lawyer.
That's just a yes or no, please.
Oh, yes.
Thank you. Now, when you
soapboxing.
reported this to the police, how did you do that? Did you call 911? Did you call the station? Did you go to the
No,
station?
I just walked in.
Oh, do you remember which police station you walked into?
It was Hollywood, or like, I know it was, Hollywood police station. I don't really remember.
And was there a police officer at the front desk that you talked to?
Nigga said, Rocky shot me. He shot me.
Yes.
And did you tell that police officer essentially what had happened during this incident?
I did.
After you talked to that police officer, did you talk to another police officer from that same station after him?
I don't remember.
Okay. Ultimately, did you meet
I
with
talked to so many people, like the lawyers, like everything. It was just, I don't remember.
That's what I'm trying to. That's what I'm trying to unpack here now.
Okay.
So you talked to a police officer at the station. Did you then talk to a detective?
I think a detective came out because once I handed him the bullets, I think that's when he seen the lawyer I was with. I think that's when he took it serious and like had somebody come out. I think I remember clearly.
Did you later talk to another set of detectives after that first detective that you talked to?
Man, they called me so many times I don't even remember.
Is it fair to say you talked to a number of people about this incident from the police department?
Yes.
Okay. Did all of those conversations that you're talking about so far occur before you watched the surveillance video in this case?
Yeah, it happened before I watched it.
So have you seen the surveillance video when you walked into the Hollywood police station to talk to the officer at the desk?
No, I didn't see no video.
When the detective from the Hollywood station called you, had you seen the video at that point?
I think they called me into LA. I forgot when to identify. I think it was like seriously like 8 months later or 7 months. I don't remember. It was a long time.
So was it police officers that showed you the video for the first time?
Yeah, they did.
Okay. But had you already told what had happened before watching the video?
Yeah, yes.
As you sit here right now, do you remember the date that you first saw the video?
No.
And the video that you watched first, do you remember what was in the video that you watched?
It was the one of Rocky coming up to me and brandishing the gun, like where we had like the first initial, like when we see each other.
Outside of the parking garage?
From the up front of the parking garage, yeah, across from the W.
Okay.
And I think they showed me the other one too of the parking lot. That was so long ago. I was just happy that they had the footage of the whole one at the time. I was just like, I think that's enough.
So when you say the other one, are you talking about the sort of blurry distance one that we just went over?
Yeah, yes.
Did they, if you remember, did you see any other videos?
I don't think so. They didn't show me a lot.
Did they show you the video that I played at the end there of the defendant and 12E walking up the street?
No, they didn't show me none of that.
Okay.
I think they only showed me 2 videos, which was Rocky with the gun and then the actual like shooting taking place. Everything else they didn't show me. I found out during preliminary hearing.
So,
I believe.
yeah, and I don't want to jump yet to the preliminary hearing, but the first time you watched the video, did you see any video that had audio on it or attached to it?
Only one, but that was the shooting, but you couldn't see anything.
When the police showed you the video, did they play the one for you that has audio?
Oh no.
Okay. You said the first time you saw that one was at the preliminary hearing, correct?
Yeah, correct.
After this incident, so after November 6th, when was the next time that you saw Elijah?
After the incident,
Yes.
I haven't seen Elijah since
In person?
in person.
Now, if there's an allegation that Elijah suffered an injury because of this, was there anything that you saw that that you could speak to what Elijah looked like after this incident?
You know again?
Yes. If there's an allegation that Ills suffered an injury because of this incident, did you have any opportunity to see Ills' face after this incident?
Actually, I did because one of them posted a video and I took a snapshot of them all eating. They went out to eat the next day after the shooting.
Okay. And where did you see that video?
It was on, I forget whose story mode, but it was one of them where it was like burritos. He even had his girlfriend there and a bunch of people eating.
Nah, he doing too much. My nigga be on there Instagram just watching niggas. And, he one of them. Like, what's wrong with just moving on and just like letting him be? Like niggas always want to make niggas miserable because they miserable. Fuck, I gotta be miserable for. I don't even feel like being miserable.
And he was toasting, and I just figured I'd take a snapshot.
And could you see Ills in that video?
Oh, yeah, you can.
And you took a photograph of that?
I did.
Mark my next.
18.
He beat that nigga L's up. Don't even remember.
Show you what I just marked as people 18. Can you see that? Do you recognize this photograph?
Yes,
And is this the screenshot that you're talking about that you took?
it is.
And the video you watched was on November 8th, correct?
I don't really know how to see, but yes.
Okay. But you're saying,
off my phone, you can see it.
are you saying you don't remember the specific date, but you know it was within a day or
Oh, I knew it was the next day.
the next day?
Yeah.
And do you see Ills in this still photograph?
Yeah, it was right to the, I believe,
Can you
that
point
was
to him?
it was him right there.
Okay, so I would say it's the only face that we can see on the far left of the photograph to the Stand up next to the person in the red jacket. Who's standing there. Who's the person in the red jacket?
That's right.
Okay. And when the video you actually saw of this, it was longer than just this one photograph. Video, could you see more of Hills' face?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Did you see any injury on Hills' face in that video?
No.
Okay. Now I know we kind of jumped around a little, so I want to go back to the day of the shooting. After the two shots that we heard, the defendant and 12B ran away, you said you and Hills separated, correct?
Yeah.
And you walked the same path that you had taken up the street past the W down Hollywood, correct?
Yeah, back to Lowe's.
Okay. What at that point was your reaction to what had just happened? How were you feeling?
Shit. I felt betrayed. I felt hurt. I felt like, that's why I was texting. I wanted to see where he was at with this situation. I felt like he was just denying it, like just acting like shit didn't happen. So it was hard for me to like even trust him or anybody around him at that point. So I started calling like lawyers to have my business partner.
Let me stop you. When you say he and him, are you talking about the defendant?
Yes.
Okay. Where did you? Well, I think you already said you went back to the Lowe's, correct?
Yeah, I went back to Lowe's to get my girlfriend for 1 second.
Okay.
Like, I walked there. I walked to Lowe's and then I ended up getting my girlfriend.
And
I got back and got the bullets.
So after you met up with your girlfriend, where did you go?
We drove back to the same spot. So that was within like an hour or 45 minutes. You could timestamp it and see how long it took me to get back there. But it wasn't hard for me to find bullets because I knew exactly where I got shot at.
Okay. Let me stop you. So you and your girlfriend are together. You're driving. You said we went back there. Where do you mean when you say there?
To the incident.
Where the shooting happened or where the parking garage?
The shooting.
Okay. That street corner?
Yes.
And I believe in your answer you said that, and this is your approximation, that it was about 45 minutes to an hour after the shooting that you went back?
Yes, correct.
Do you remember the exact time?
Probably, I've seen it recently on my phone, but it had to be like 10:40 something, or maybe like 11:40 something. So that gives like an hour from the time that the incident happened. And I took a picture of, the bullet. So I remember, I think you have to show me the time or something. That's how I remember. First I stopped at Dunkin' Donuts to get a pen and a brown paper bag. And then I went over there in hopes to find whatever I could find, whether it was cameras, anything, you know what I mean? Because I took pictures of cameras and everything. And then so happened to find the bullets. So I take a picture of them before I scoop it up with a pen and then put it in the brown bag.
We're going to take a break now. All right, folks, we'll be in recess for 15 minutes. So if you could all please be outside the courtroom door.
You remember specifically what time you went back to the location where this happened. You referenced that you took photographs and there was a timestamp in your phone. Is that correct?
Yeah, yes.
Okay. Now I'm asking about the next exhibit. I'm going to actually staple the two pages together now, so we can do 19A and 19B.
Is what? Oh, the shot of the restaurant? All right, 1998.
Mr. Efron, let me actually approach. 19A has some small photographs on it. I'm going to hand the document up there, but take a look at that and tell me specifically if you recognize the 4 photographs that you see small pictures of on this exhibit.
Yes.
And what are those?
The pictures I took
Of,
showcasing it, I believe.
and were those pictures that you took at the scene when you went back?
Yes, it is.
Do you see in the column right next to that, under the line where it says created, there's a date of 11/6/21, and then on the topmost one it says 11:45 and 24 seconds PM, correct?
Correct.
Does that match the time that you went back to the location where this incident happened?
Yeah, within an hour.
And would that be the time that you specifically took the photograph?
Yes.
Same time you were referring to in your phone, correct?
Yes, it is.
Okay, I'm going to display this now, so we're going to talk about. Did you take multiple photographs while you were at that location?
I did.
Okay. And Your Honor, just display the page in its entirety first, and then zoom in on the topmost row. The photograph to the far right here, is that one of the photographs you took of the cartridge cases?
It is.
And then the date and time created is in the next column over, correct?
Yes.
All right. And then going down the row, the second photograph would have been created November 6/21 at 11:45:49, so just a few seconds after the first one.
That's correct.
The third one at 11:47:56, correct?
Yes.
And the fourth one on this page, 11:48:01, correct?
Yes.
Now, and I can show them, approach if you need me to show them to you closer, but would you agree that the first two photographs appear to be of the same cartridge case?
It is.
So even though there's two photographs, those photographs are taking pictures of the same individual thing?
Exactly.
Okay. And then the bottom two photographs, is that, are you taking a photograph of a second cartridge case?
I am.
Okay, so even though there's four photographs, these are only of two cartridge cases at the scene, correct?
Yes.
And were these photographs that you took before you picked up those items?
Yes.
Was so these would have been in place at the time?
It was in place, never touched.
Okay. I'm going to put up people's 19B. Do you recognize that, Mr. Efron?
I do.
And is that one of the photographs that you took?
It is.
In total, while you were at that scene after you went back, how many cartridge cases did you find and collect?
2.
Did you find any more than 2 that you did not collect?
No.
Trying to pull up the computer, but for some reason it's not recognizing something plugged in. Okay, here we go. Your Honor, I'm going to display from the same exhibit, People's 15, the thumb drive. On the actual drive itself, there's a folder labeled 1616 Vista Del Mar. And contained within that are two files. The bottom file starts with magic-QX and ends in the number 2000. That's the file that I have pulled up on screen here. And Mr. Efron, can you see that?
Yeah.
This will be the same camera that we've seen before, correct, of that location?
Yes.
And it's very small here, but at the bottom I have it paused at 23:09:57. I'm going to play it forward a little, and I'm going to ask you a few questions. I can see any of these controls. I'm going to ask you to focus your attention on that same street corner that we were discussing before. Can you see what looks like an individual person walking just off the curb now into the street?
Yeah, that's me.
Keep your voice up.
Yeah, that's me.
Are you sure that that's you?
Yeah, I'm sure.
How is it that you are sure?
Because we can go back to when I took the stamps and see, like, you know what I mean?
Okay. So that's,
You just spend some time on that, please.
yes. See, I paused it again. So right now it's at 23:10:31, which would be 11:10:31. 11:10:31. And you said you were there 11:45, correct, Mr. Efron?
Yes.
So this would be half an hour before you said you got there, correct?
Half an hour before.
If this is 11:10 and you said you got there at 11:45,
Hold on.
Judge, what's one?
Can we have it?
Yes.
What's the nature on witnesses?
Wait, say what now? Say that again?
yeah, that video shows that person there at 11:10 p.m. and you're saying you returned at 11:45. That was what you said when you said refer to the timestamp on the picture, correct?
What time did the incident happen again?
The incident happened at 10:17 p.m.
10:17. What time was this?
Encroachment. It might be easier for you to see than me, but it's saying 11:10 p.m.
Yeah, so that's correct.
Right.
Yeah, that's correct.
Well, I mean, can you make out the person that you see in that video?
Objection, Judge.
He's already answered.
Your Honor,
No
Brown.
speaking objections.
I'm asking
No
Brown.
speaking objections. Ask and answer.
Your Honor,
Yes?
I would just ask,
Yes.
I would just ask that counsel, the court is ordered, that counsel stay ground. When he simply says objection.
I know what he's going to say. All right, I'll wait till he states the legal grounds. I'll wait till you state the legal
Please, thank
grounds.
you.
But I know what the legal grounds are, but as soon as he says objection.
Ask and answer.
Ask him. He already said that.
Your Honor, I believe we are allowed to clarify.
Just the door. No. Go ahead.
Would you agree that the person in that video, what color clothing items do you see that person wearing in the video?
White again? White shirt, I think like,
Okay.
or switch.
And you previously said you were wearing a dark colored top, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Is that yes?
Yes.
But you're saying the person in this video is wearing a light colored top, correct?
All I know, I went back and found the bullets. I don't know who that is or what time, or I know I came back within an hour. I'm confused on what this is right here.
Okay. When you went back to your hotel, did you change your clothing?
I don't really remember. It was so long ago, but probably, I don't know.
You also said when you went back to the scene, you were with your girlfriend, correct?
Yeah.
Do you see a second person in the video here?
You gotta keep playing it.
Continue to play. Wait, because there's two computers.
Check it all out. We'll find out what the problem is.
Mr. Efron, did you have an opportunity to watch this video? And sorry, I can take that. It's distracting, the timestamp with the photographs. Did you have a chance to watch this video when you testified at the preliminary hearing?
I did.
When you testified at the preliminary hearing, did you say that's
Or grounds.
Yes,
What's the action?
This is trying to impeach him, it's not.
Well, no, there's nothing wrong with impeaching parties on witness.
Your Honor, just, can we strike the word impeachment? That's not a legal objection, and he's now describing what we're doing, which is incorrect.
An attorney is entitled to contradict what a witness has previously said.
Did you previously testify at the hearing? That's not me.
What do you read from?
The preliminary hearing transcript.
What page?
127. Right now, I'm at line 13.
Hold on. I don't have a transcript. Everything gets
We may have an extra copy.
Alex is going to get all the
Yeah, while Alan's saying that,
While he's doing that, I'm gonna, just for the sake of time, I'm gonna play the video forward and then I'll come back to it on your question once you have a transcript. Okay, Mr. Efron, sorry, my eyes are just not that good. I cannot see the time. It's so small. So it's stopped right now at 23:10:31. So it'll be 11:10:31. I'm gonna play it forward. And I'll read the time off where we stopped. Keep your eye on that person if you would, Mr. Efron.
That's not me. I don't look like that.
Hold on, there's no question.
No question.
I can't see nothing though.
Right. Let's stop it there. I think that's good. Let me just read off the time, and it'll be played. So it's now at 23:11:39. So 11:11:39. Did you have an opportunity to watch that person that was depicted on the video during that period of time the video was played?
Yes.
And did you see any other people with that individual?
No.
I'd like to go into the transcript, Your Honor, but
Can you bring me the page?
Yes.
We'll just take a look at it before you. Page 127, line 13?
Line 13. And it's going to go either 128 or
All right, so let's just take a look. Over to where on the
Where's the house? 6, Your Honor.
All right, this is inconsistent with his trial statement, so it's fair game. Go ahead.
Well, can we approach her? I just don't want to speak in objection, so that's all I'm trying to.
You can, the part that you wanted to read is inconsistent with today what Mr. Efron has testified.
Oh, okay.
Prior statements that are different than in trial statements. So go ahead.
I'm not suing anyone.
Yes.
It's oh.
See,
Is there something else I need to say? No.
I'm fucking gusher at a pimple, nigga.
So, Mr. Efron, when you testified previously, you were shown that video, correct?
Yes.
Did you say, that's not me?
I believe so. It was a long time ago.
Do you want to refer to the transcript?
But I remember, I need to jog my memory the first time I'm seeing it. Once I look
This nigga a liar, bro. Like, he wow. And the prosecutor keep trying to save this nigga.
at the video, I noticed that's not me.
Okay.
I don't walk like that. I don't move like that. That look like a homeless person or something.
Did you also in fact say, I don't even walk like that?
When before?
Yes, when you
Oh, I just had to
testified
look just now and notice again. But yeah, I don't walk like that.
Okay. My question is, when you testified previously, you said, I don't even walk like that.
Yeah. Yes.
Did you also previously testify that when you went back, quote, I probably had the same hoodie on, that looks like a gray hoodie?
Sounds familiar. How long ago did I say that?
Is that what you said previously? Meaning, you said previously that you were wearing the same hoodie, correct?
From that day? What do you mean?
I mean, okay.
I don't remember it was so long ago.
You told us that when this incident happened, you were wearing this hoodie.
Right.
When you got back to your hotel and then came back to find the fire cartridge cases, you previously testified you were wearing the same hoodie, correct?
Yeah, so if I touch
And answer the line.
All right, Alex was giving me the, read the question.
Yes, Your Honor. Question, when you went back to your hotel and then came back to find the fire cartridge cases, you previously testified you were wearing the same hoodie, correct? Answer, yes.
And when you watched the video, you commented that the person seen in that video was wearing a gray hoodie, or what you meant was a different color hoodie from the one that you were wearing that night, correct?
Correct.
And that testimony that we're referring to, or say you said that previously, that was on November 8th of 2023, correct? At a completely different hearing?
That was a preliminary hearing?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
In court, please continue, there's no notice of the
Yeah, the preliminary hearing occurred over 2 days. The first day was November 8th of 23. The second day was November 20th of 23.
Thank you, Your Honor.
As you sit here right now, do you have any recollection of how long it took you to find these fire cartridge cases after you went back to the scene?
Probably took me no longer than 2-3 minutes.
In your view, was it a quick, short period of time?
Yes.
You talked yesterday about some of the reasons why you would not have physically attacked the defendant that day, correct?
In general.
You talked about, in general, the consequences that you feared that would come to your career in the music business. Remember that?
Yes.
Those were consequences that you feared would possibly happen if you got into an altercation with him. Have you, since this incident, suffered any actual consequences to your career?
Oh, of course.
Can you explain that to the jury?
I mean, it's been a living hell. You know what I'm saying? Like, death threats, just people leaving me to snitch for saying something that happened. My social media, everything that I'm doing as far as social media, I don't have a presence there no more.
You said you were working in the music industry managing.
And then like my artists turned on me, my producers, they all turned on me because of the decision I made. They felt like, okay, this is gonna be like, I can't.
Mind you, this is a grown-ass man.
What I'm doing, going to the police. They didn't want nothing to do with me.
When you say they turned on you, what does that mean?
Like they unfollowed me, wrote shit about me. Like some of them, other ones just like understood.
We're not making that well suggestions.
Are you still working with any of those individuals?
No, nobody.
So that would include artists or musicians that you were working with, correct?
Yes.
Would also include producers that you work with, correct?
Yeah. Yes.
You don't have any of those people that you're managing anymore, correct?
Nobody.
You said that prior to this incident, you had meetings with different executives from record labels, correct?
Yeah.
Do you still have meetings with record labels?
No, they all unfollowed me and gave me all of them.
Do any of them contact you anymore?
No.
You said you had your own management business called Shut Up, correct?
That's correct.
Is that still a business?
No. I actually cut ties with all my artists and gave them their royalties. Like I didn't even get no back.
Stop.
Is it fair to say that your entire career in the music business is now no longer, does not exist anymore?
In that field of overall music, fashion, just the culture, it's done.
All of it.
Done.
And how soon after the shooting did that happen?
I mean, nobody really knew it was me until Jabari posted a picture of me. So then once that happened, it was over.
Okay.
Was that doesn't answer your question?
Yeah, was that picture specifically in some way relating back to this shooting?
Yes.
How so?
Because he wrote on one of my pictures, this rat ass nigga snitched on my brother, or snitched on my bro, or whatever.
And after that, your career basically. After the shooting, you already said you contacted an attorney, correct?
I did.
Did you ultimately, through your attorney, file a civil lawsuit?
I did.
And is the defendant one of the people that you're suing in that lawsuit?
Yes, him and his lawyer.
Okay.
Broke ass.
When you say his lawyer, who are you talking about?
Joe Talapino?
Is he seated at the table here today?
He is.
And why was it that his lawyer wasn't at the shooting when that happened that day, correct?
No, but I got defamation lawsuit against him.
You wanted them opening the door here.
I didn't. Well, can you read the question back and the answer?
Why was it that his lawyer wasn't at the shooting when that happened that day, correct? Answer, no, but I have a defamation lawsuit against him.
The question is, why was he shooting? Why was the attorney not at the shooting?
No.
It definitely was not.
Why was it that his lawyer wasn't at the shooting when that happened that day, correct?
Why was he? Tell for yes or no.
No.
Mr. Talapino was not at the shooting, correct?
No.
Answer another question.
Look at his little ugly broke ass. That's his only way to try to get money is to just keep suing Rocky in different ways. Nigga said, you failed us, bro. You failed us. I'd be damned if I tell another man he failed me. Like, nigga, you ain't do shit.
Since, well, when you came to that preliminary hearing that we talked about before, did Mr. Takapina ask you questions at that hearing?
He did.
Can you give us an approximate of how long he was able to ask you questions?
I don't recall. I don't remember. It's like a day, half a day. I don't really remember.
Okay. More than an hour?
Oh yeah, for sure.
And did you answer the questions that he asked you?
I did.
After that day, has Mr. Takapina
That nigga
asked you
sweating.
to essentially you'll sit down for an interview with him?
No.
Did he ask you, or sorry, he did not ask you directly, but were you asked by the judge if you would agree to an interview with Mr. Takapina since that day of the preliminary hearing?
Yeah, I was.
When did that happen?
Yesterday.
And what was your answer?
I declined.
Why did you decline to talk to him?
Because I spoke to him already.
One second, I'm sorry. Okay. I'm gonna mark my next exhibit on it.
20.
Do you have a friend, first name is Justin?
That's my business partner.
Is he a close friend of yours?
He is.
Someone you've done business with?
Yes.
After this shooting, did you exchange text messages with Justin?
I did.
And did you send him any messages specifically related to the shooting?
Not really. I don't know if it was people like relating or. Yeah, that's all.
Okay. So I'm gonna display what I previously marked as because exhibit 20. Do you recognize what we see here?
Yeah, so I said I want to get this nigga's money.
All right. When you wrote that line, who are you referring to?
I'm referring to Rocky.
And again, was this text message sent after the shooting?
But yes, it was.
Wrote.
Now, can you see Justin responds to your text, correct?
Yeah, he's a sarcastic person, so he said he's probably trying to get you to perform at complex line.
So when you received that, you didn't receive that as a serious comment that he was making?
No, because he always makes like weird side jokes.
Okay. And what was your response to him after that?
He shot me.
And when you say he shot me, who are you referring to?
To Rocky.
Objection. He didn't say he shot me. He said he shot at me.
Sorry, I apologize. I didn't read that correctly. When you said he shot at me, who are you referring to when you say he?
Rocky. Rocky.
Is there a date and time when that text was sent?
We're saying that
Is there a way to determine?
There is. Give me just 1 second here. Do you remember the date and time?
it had to be the 7th.
I don't have it printed. I can definitely pull it up on my computer. Should do. Okay, we'll find the date, time, and then we'll enter circulation. That works good. Sure. I'm going to mark my next exhibit, Your Honor, 21. It is a 10-page document. Text messages, yes. Before I display, I'm going to approach and ask him to review it himself. Now, there's some information redacted on here, Mr. Efron, but do you recognize who the text messages in this thread are between? Okay. And
I didn't hear.
Me and Rocky.
the date that these text messages start, would you agree it's November 6, 21 at about 9:34 p.m.?
That's correct.
Okay. And if you need to refer to context, let me know. But there's two colors of text bubbles. There's blue and there's green. Do you know which one is you and which one is
I'm green. He's blue.
So the defendant's blue and you're green?
Is that yes?
Yes.
And that first message, November 6/21 at 9:34 p.m., that would be before the shooting, correct?
That's correct.
Now I'm going to go all the way to the last page, page 10, and show you the very last message on this thread is marked at November 7/21 at 12:46 a.m. Would you agree that is after the shooting?
That's correct.
Okay. Now you said he is blue and you are green, correct?
Yes.
Let's go through this first page. First text message. What was the content of the text message that you received?
Where you at? Question.
And then the second text message that you received.
Let's get to it.
All right. The third text message,
Stop ducking my calls.
and that one was read by you at 9:35, or sorry, 9:39 and 22 seconds p.m.
Correct.
Did you then respond to that message, correct?
Yeah, but we spoke because I answered his FaceTime call.
That's okay.
I'm just it's not my line, but I didn't want to tell him exactly where it was at, so I said Trader Joe's.
That's fine. So, and I'm sure there are other messages you exchanged with other people, but I'm just asking you to focus on this this thread. Your next response to him at 10:08:31 was, I'm in front of Trader Joe's, drop location.
Correct.
For the record, that was PM.
My fault. Okay. Going to the third page, the top of the page, the first message. I know it's a small photograph, but can you tell just from that small photograph what that's a picture of?
That's the showcase, no, no.
And is this you sending him a picture of the shell casing after the shooting?
That's correct.
And how soon after you took the picture did you send it to him?
I don't know within minutes or if right there, I don't really remember.
Okay. You took the picture at 11:45 and then sent it at 11:58. Does that sound about right to you?
Yeah, that's correct.
But you sent it to him that same night, correct?
I did.
And this, again, this is after the shooting.
That's after the shooting.
And then your next message to him?
You trying to kill me. You trying to kill me.
And now we moved into the next day, November 7th, but just past midnight, so 12 o'clock and 55 seconds in the morning, correct?
That's correct.
And then you said to him, the next message?
You should have killed me.
And then your next message to him after that one?
I sent him a text message of his call to me, his text message to me, letting him know that. So when I said you should have killed me, I was meaning I'm about to be the biggest, like I'm about to do what I need to do.
You were showing him the prior text message where he said, where are you at? Let's get to it. Stop that.
I pretty much showed
Mike,
him.
both can't talk at the same time. Go ahead and ask the question again.
Yes, you had taken a screenshot of the text messages where he said, where are you at? Let's get to it. Stop ducking my calls. And that's what you sent to him?
I did.
Okay. And that's at 12 a.m., correct?
That's correct.
If you can, Mr. Efron, even though you might know or think what the answer is going to be that the question is over, can you wait all the way until you hear the lawyer finish their question, because the court reporter can't get you both at the same time?
Okay. Now, would you agree that up until that point in the text thread, he has not responded to your messages, correct?
I'll have to see my phone.
So, what I'm saying is, you said after the shooting, you texted him the garbage
Okay,
case,
yes.
and you sent him 3 other messages. To that point, he never responded to any of them, correct?
Correct.
But after you sent him the picture of your conversation, he responded, correct?
Yes.
And what was the first message that he sent to you?
Bro, what the fuck are you talking about? Why?
Question.
Bro, what the fuck are you talking about? Why are you telling people I shot at you?
And then he questioned or added a question mark to the message that you had sent to him previously, saying you tried killing me.
Yeah, you put a question mark on it.
What did that mean to you when someone puts a question mark on your text?
I can't tell you what he meant by that.
No, how did you receive it?
I received it like he was not owning up to the fact. Like I just wanted to see if he was going to own up to what he was doing.
Okay. And then you sent him a response, correct?
Yeah, on my hand.
What were you showing him on your hand?
The grace.
The same injuries that we displayed before?
Yes.
And then
That was in People 17.
April 17, yes. And then his next message to you was to attach a question mark to your text of you should have killed him, correct?
That's correct.
Did you receive that the same way? Like you said, in your words, he wasn't owning up to it?
Yeah, he was in denial still.
Okay. Top of the next page. What did you text him after that?
I said I did love the dumbass.
What does that mean?
Yeah, I love him. You know what I mean? Like I didn't expect this to happen.
Sorry, I couldn't hear someone cough.
I did not expect this to happen, so I was just telling him I had love for you.
Meaning before the shooting, you
Yeah,
loved him.
before.
Okay. Can you read your next message to him?
I said, y'all niggas try to set me up and take me with my daughter.
Did he respond to that message?
He did.
What did he say?
I try to do what? Nigga, I know you hate me. I hate you too.
Top of the 8th page. What did he say?
Stop making shit up, bro.
All right. And how did you respond to that?
I got bid.
Okay. At that point, what did you mean when you said I got hit?
I got video.
What video were you referring to?
So I was thinking the actual, like, around, I probably was texting him after I got the bullets or something like that. I don't really remember, but when I said that, I probably was already back at my hotel and I already took pictures of every location he was at.
Okay, you said when you went back to take pictures of the actual cartridge cases, there were other things you were taking pictures of as well, correct?
Yeah.
What other things were you taking pictures
Any cameras I seen around?
of? On businesses?
Yeah.
And had you, up to the point that you sent this text, so we're now at 12:40 on November 7th, did you watch video from any of those locations?
No, I couldn't.
Did you have access to any of those cameras?
No, I went to one building. They told me I needed a subpoena.
Okay, so they specifically refused to let you watch it.
They wouldn't even acknowledge the fact that I wanted the video. They was like, you would need a subpoena.
So
I think I went with the lawyer that I had, and he told him that.
the point being, though, when you sent that text message, at that moment, you had not seen any video related to the
I
case.
haven't seen anything.
Were you only referring to the fact that you know there were cameras around it?
Yes, I wanted to reserve before it gets too late on what happened because I didn't go to the police right away.
But I'm asking, what are you communicating to him with that text message?
Oh, I'm letting him know that I have evidence. Like you're not getting away from this.
Why is it that you felt like you had to tell him you had evidence?
Because he shot at me. He wasn't acknowledging the fact that he shot at me.
Was he denying that the whole incident took place? Is that how you received it?
Yeah.
They would have to break it in 2 minutes.
I'm just want to finish this and I'll be done here, okay? You, after that text message about the video, what did you text him?
See you soon, bud.
Then your next message?
I meant to say probably stop texting me. You lost it.
Okay. But what you actually sent him was TXT.
Text everything. You lost it.
All right. And then your next text?
Just stop texting me.
And then how did you reply to that?
Love me but talk shit about me, shit on me, let me get cut, which I don't know how the fuck I let this nigga get cut, and it still ain't cut you off. We never had.
Wait, Mr. Efron, can you just read the text and then I can ask you what you...
Nigga, you've been a op. You don't love me because we don't do business, so it is what it is.
Okay. When he said that you talk shit about him, what did you take that to mean?
I never talk shit about him. If anything, I'm just voicing my opinion on why shit is not working.
Okay. Did you know what he was referring to when he said, let me get cut?
Oh yeah, I was there that day, but I had nothing to do with him getting cut.
You didn't personally do anything to him, correct?
No.
All right. And then when he says you've been an op, what does that
Where
mean?
is he?
That was the first time I ever heard I was an op from him.
What's an
So
op?
it was new.
Where
Like,
is
this shit
he?
be somebody
Where
to
is
fuck with.
he?
Mind you, I told this dude
Eat
3
that
times,
dick.
if you fuck with
Eat
me,
that
let me know.
dick.
Okay. And then get the rest. And then the last text message that he sent to you.
Now you're trying to extort niggas talking about I shot at you and shot you 4 times and all type of nonsense. You a phony, you don't have my best intentions. Stop
But it
texting.
doesn't say mine.
Where?
You don't
You don't-
have the best intention.
Oh yeah, you don't have the best intentions. Stop texting me and stop calling my manager and call the police if I shot at you, you weirdo. So after that, that's when I was like, okay.
Oh, hold on.
How did you receive that text message?
Oh, it was no more trying after that. I was gonna do like he literally told me to go to the police.
But did you receive that as him denying that this incident ever took place?
Oh yeah.
In anywhere in the text messages he sent you, did he refer to an allegation that he used a prop gun
No, never.
or a starter pistol?
No.
When he says stop texting me and stop calling my manager, what is he? What do you know what he's referring to when he said stop calling my manager?
So he had a manager, John, that I was cool with, and he
Oh, and this nigga kept calling him and it like, oh nah, bro was wildin'. What the fuck?
did that. I sent everything I sent to him. I sent to John, and John was like, pretty much like, whoa, let me see what's going on.
Okay, but that's what you thought he was referring to, was the fact that you were in communication with his manager.
With his manager, yeah.
Okay.
Chris.
You had a concern about what would happen if you ever challenged the defendant. Have those concerns been realized in your life?
What do you mean by that?
Hold on. Just a minute. About how much longer do you have?
That's it, Your Honor. That's my last question.
So you feel you'll be finished with direct examination?
Yes.
All right. Go ahead and ask the question.
Yes. You've told us about all these fears you had about what would happen to you, what would happen to your career, your life, if you challenged the defendant. What happened? Have those fears actually been realized since this incident?
Yeah, for sure.
Those consequences have happened to you, correct?
Yeah, yeah.
All right. I don't have any.
All right, let me see at the sidebar, not on the record before we.
That's all we got right there for day 3. I'm gonna go ahead and end this one right here, man. Y'all go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Hope y'all have a blessed one. See y'all on the next video.